Also, I know that some people would. My phone just gave me a notification, but I didn't see what it was. I know that some people would typically like do a time lapse while they were cleaning up and waiting for things to get out of the oven. But for one, I'm doing this on my phone, so I don't know how that would work out. For two, I am not actually like putting this anywhere. It's going on my drive and only just the people who like I share it with. So I'm not putting that much effort into it. I'm gonna make sure this mozzarella is still good. This mozzarella might not be good. It smells fine and it tastes fine. Look, it is worth the extra work that it takes to fry or saute or grill or whatever your own chicken. Do not buy pre-grilled chicken. It's just not as good. Like it just isn't. I'm sorry if I'm offending people, but like it's not as good, and like the texture is good. Like it's kind of rubbery looking, and like I've picked it up, so I know what it feels like. So yeah, this is really weird for me. We wouldn't usually do this. Like I said, the guy at the store just, we did an Instacart order because the grocery store that we usually go to, the commissary, has been habitually out of just chicken breasts and just chicken in general. So some friends of ours were not able to get some chicken last week. So we were like, we'll just do another Instacart order. And he texted from the store and was like, they don't have any raw chicken. So this is COVID, right? We're all having to deal with unexpected things, and the car not starting was just another like layer on that. But we're all just kind of having to deal with things that we weren't necessarily ever planning on having to deal with before, and we're adapting and we're adjusting. And this is, that sometimes that means that we're making fake Parmesan chicken with mozzarella on it under the broiler at a pre-grilled chicken press instead of just baking it in the oven. But this is just how it goes. And I guess if someone else out there ends up with pre-grilled chicken breasts instead of what they were wanting, raw chicken breasts, then now they've got a modified way to do this recipe as well. And personally, I like mozzarella better than Parmesan, so just saying. This could end up being pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to move the rack up because it goes on a different level for the broiler. Another really great thing, like the broiler function on this is a really great thing because if you haven't noticed, the oven is kind of crappy. I hate the oven. I hate the range. It is my least favorite part of this kitchen, which is saying something because I don't like this kitchen very much. But this little convection oven has different settings for like broil, toast, cookie, bagel, pizza, bake, roast, reheat, and warm, which is really great because then you just move it around and you just move the dial. So but this oven does not have a broiler function on it, so I would not be able to do this right now if I did not have this guy. So very grateful for him. Okay, so that's just gonna start right away. Oh goodness, cross your fingers for me, guys. This is where it gets real. If it hasn't been real enough for you until this point, now is the time. thermometer has not moved, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because it has not gone down any further, which is good. It's bad because I don't know what temperature it actually is. So, yeah, I don't know what you want to see, but the grilled chicken is already ready, so pretty much it's almost there is what I was trying to say. Sorry, that didn't like mess up. I was just thinking really hard. So this guy, I forgot to get the breadcrumbs, guys. What are you doing? Let me slack. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so you guys know what I just realized? I did not transfer the chicken over to the broiler pan when I broiled it, which is fine because I think it turned out okay. But I have my breadcrumbs here, and while I was dealing with the breadcrumbs, the chicken in the oven finished up its time, and Alex came over and looked at it and cut it open, and it looks like it's totally fine. So amazingly, that's good. But yeah, that's where we were with that. So this, I'm just gonna set this right here on this broiler pan that I so painstakingly cleaned and then did not use. We'll get these guys out of the toaster oven. I don't know why I keep grabbing 2 mitts like I'm gonna actually use both of them. Okay, I'm just incredibly unimpressed with this. I've got less than what like the recipe would have wanted me to have, but I think that's gonna be fine.
He better not be out there.
He's out there, but I don't know if he's working on it. Sorry, I never came back. So I need a fork. Got my breadcrumbs all. Fork is not gonna work. Got my breadcrumbs all like shoved up on the sides so that I won't have to worry about like scraping the nonstick on this pan. Okay. I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. I'm just gonna treat it like cinnamon, really, or something. Do a little bit of that. I got a little more than I was really bargaining for or anticipating or wanting. That's okay. And then I'm gonna do this right here. That. And then I think what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna stick it back into the broiler for another minute just to melt this and kind of get it a little more like of a cohesive mixture. Because right now we just kind of have like our crispy breadcrumbs like sitting on top of it, on top of the chicken and the now melted mozzarella, which looks really appetizing, by the way, and it smells really good, so that gives me hope. Yeah, so a little bit more on. I'm adjusting as I go. This is, you know, obviously shout out to my dad for helping me out and figuring out like kind of how to handle this recipe with modified circumstances, but I'm also just kind of improvising the last bit of this, which I'm hoping works out okay. I'm gonna be really proud of it if it does. Yeah, so this guy one last run into the broiler. With our Parmesan and breadcrumbs. So I have way more breadcrumbs than I needed, but that's okay. This is a lot of trial and error. This recipe has been a catastrophe from the beginning. So the fact that we even have anything edible coming out of this is pretty spectacular. And you know what? Even if this turns out not to be great, I'm gonna make a cup of hot chocolate and eat brownie to wash it down, so it'll all be okay. It all comes out in the wash, yeah? So, yeah, but thanks for coming along on this incredible... Oh, I'm gonna show you the chicken. Here it is. It's largely unimpressive, but, you know, there it is. It happened. I made it. And it's cooked. So we got that going for us. But yeah, and this will be done in about 5 seconds. So just cover your ears. It's not really that loud. The other one likes to go on for ages, so. Okay. Hair flip. Gotta have a dramatic hair flip in every episode, right? Actually, usually I just have my hair up in these, so. Okay. Okay, I'm glad I did that. So, here's our finished product. It's a thing that happened. I don't know if it's gonna be good. I'm hoping it's at least warm all the way through. But if it's not, I'll just stick it back in there on reheat. And ooh, I think I got hit in the jaw last night while we were rolling. But sorry, totally off topic. But yeah, I will let you guys know here in just a second once I've tried it. If it's any good, or if it's cold and it needs to go back in the toaster oven. But thanks for sticking around through all this. I'm going to stop this video because it's really long and it's going to take a year to upload, because the one that I uploaded today, the brownies, was it literally took hours to get the first one up. That's like 33 minutes long. So yeah, I should probably upload this one like while I'm asleep or something, because that would go a lot better. But yeah, thanks for coming along on this ridiculous journey.